Hello, hello. I hope you guys can hear me. Just 1 second. And there we go. Hi guys. Hi everyone. How's everybody doing? Today we a little bit dressed differently. I forgot to put on my robe, but that's no problem. So today we're going to make some amazing gambas. So big shrimps. We're going to use some paprika for the vegetables as well as some carrots. You need a chili and two garlic cloves. Now, what you can do as well is just buy this sauce in the supermarket. It's like a sweet chili sauce for chicken, but actually you can use that for quite a lot of different things. But if you don't want to hassle with just doing your own sauce, then I would recommend to take this. But we're going to do both. We're going to make our own, but we're going to put some as well. It's always a good flavor. So we're going to start right away. Um, what I would recommend is for you to cook your rice already before you start doing this, of course. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes depending on what kind of rice or rice cooker you have. So, but yeah, let's get started. I'm going over to all the ingredients. So we have some gambas shrimps over here. We have a chili, 2 cloves of garlic, two carrots. If you want some more, you can always add some. We have three paprika, red, yellow, and green. We have some butter here. And if you don't want butter, you can just use normal cooking oil, olive oil, or vegetable oil, as you like. And I have some parsley flakes. You can use the fresh ones as well. But at the moment, I couldn't find any. So this will work for now. What else would you need? We need a pan that fits all the gambas. You have to think about we're going to take off the heads, so you don't need all the space. But a big enough pan that will be great, where you can also put the vegetable in it. I'm going to use my wok today, just because it's quite big, and we have quite a lot of gambas. But you can do that in a pan, just for you guys, because this is quite big. I'm making this for 4 people, so I have my wok over here. I'm going to use that because it's quite bigger, and it will fit all the gambas. So this is for 4 people. If you want to make this for only two, then I would recommend to use half of it, or you can just keep it for the next day as well. We have here about a kilo, 1.5 kilo of gambas with heads. So yeah, it's up to you, right? Okay, we're gonna go right into it. One more thing that you might be needing is some cornstarch. We're going to dilute it with some water and thicken up our sauce after. Okay. So let me put some things aside here. Okay. So we're just going to cut the paprika first. We need to peel these later. Take a bowl for our trash. There we go. So we're going to start with paprika. I'm going to just set up this so you guys can see everything better. Let me just check if I can do this. Okay, webcam. There we go. So you guys can see everything better. Okay, there we go. Okay, so paprika. Of course, we wash them first before we start doing anything. Maybe I'm going to set up the above view as well. See if it's working. Should be working normally. If not, that's no problem. We're just going to stick with the normal routine. Yeah, it's not working. No problem. I'm just going to do it like this so you guys can see everything. So here on my side, we're going to start cutting. So you want to make an incision around the paprika. So you see the head? Just want to go around it. Yeah? Just around it. Okay? Till everything is open and loose. You can see it. And then what you want to do is you want to do it upside down. Yeah? And then you can see there's a few layers like that. You just want to cut like this, close to the seam, like that, and it comes right off. See that? There you go. And then you have one piece. And you want to do that with all of them. More. That. Make sure that your knife is sharp enough, of course. One more. There you go. So these are all the pits and the white things. I don't use them, but you can use them for stock, for example. But we don't need them. Or you can make your own paprika if you want to use the seeds. Or to put that aside. So that's the red one. So we're going to do this same thing with yellows. If you don't want to cut around it, it's fine as well. You just need to go from the top. Just cut down. Like that. The only difference is you will waste a little bit more of the flesh. Cut this off. I can cut it more better. There you go. Hope you can see that well. It's a little bit light for sure. Bring that a little bit more closer. There you go. So you just want to cut it down. So you can see there's still a lot of white in this because we cut them down, so we don't have to take it off after. Because the white ones are pretty bitter. That's our rice. I'm going to cut off this that we don't need. Our rice is done. That's good. The green one, I have a very small green paprika over here. Let's see here. Let me know in the comments how you like the music setup. I changed it a little bit. I hope you like the music. It's quite hard to find royalty-free music for free. There you go. That we don't need anymore. And then we're going to chop them up into little pieces. I'm going to do it right over here. So now we have those nice flat surfaces that we can just cut up. Okay? Put that a little bit aside. I'm going to show you guys right away how to do it. So first of all, you have two sides. This one is a little bit softer. If you put them like this, it will cut more easier. Yeah. If you cut them like this, the skin is quite harder to penetrate with the edge of the knife than the flesh side. Okay. So keep that in mind. So what you want to do, claw, and you just want to rub down like this. Yeah. Don't touch your fingers. And you just want to keep doing that motion. Okay? Going to cut all of them like this. Yeah, and the end part, just watch your fingers. Okay? The other side, and we're going to continue with the rest. Okay? Again, claw. There we go. Okay, I hope you guys can see that well. Okay. One more. Want to speed up a little bit, but just take your time for yourself, right? Speed up a little bit. And just keep walking and don't touch your fingers. So I will show you one that I will cut it with the other side like this. You can really see, look, it's harder to cut, right? Just turn it around, much easier. There you go. There's the red one. You can put them in the bowl already. You can just mix them up. It doesn't matter. We got some. Just put this here. Okay. Then those are the yellow ones. before, just the rocking motion. So from down, slide it down, the tip to the bottom. Always make sure that your knife is quite sharp, right? Cannot say that enough. And the end part, I will just turn it around. And just do that slowly, so you don't cut yourself. You can do this in bigger pieces as well, right? That's really up to you. I just like to have them smaller, so everybody can have some paprika in their plate. There you go, turn it around. Then after the paprika, we're going to actually peel the skin off of the carrots. And when we do that, they can go all in the same bowl, because we're going to cook the gambas and the shrimps, and then after put in the veggies. I mean, this is just cutting work. You can do a little bit faster if you get used to it, but don't get overexcited and cut your finger off. Right? Yeah, and not like me. Don't look at the screen while you're cutting. But just if you can do that, then you have to be able to control the knife a little bit better. Okay. Almost done with the paprika. Don't worry if it takes a little bit longer for you. That's done. Okay, then we're going to get a peeler. I like these kind of peelers. There are the ones that are like a fork that you peel like this. I prefer like having something like where you can stroke them down like this. So what I do, I hold them like this most of the time, and I just go like that and just turn them in my hand. That's how I do them. Just watch your fingers. But there are different ways that you can do it as well. I'm going to show one more. You just put it on the surface of your board. You hold it in the end. That's why I don't cut them all the way to the end. But sometimes what you have in the supermarket is without them. So just hold them here, right? And then do half on this side and half on the other side. So like this. You do half. So this is peeled. And then you go to the other side. Do the other half. There you go. And then you also have a peeled carrot. Okay. Just going to cut the ends off. You don't need them. There you go. Take this off as well. Okay. So I'm going to cut them in 4 or 5 pieces. So I just want to make them a little bit the same size. Then I'm going to cut them right in half. Yeah. I'll cut them right in half. That. Sometimes one is a little bit bigger, one is a little bit smaller. Don't worry too much about it. Okay. Now that we have the flats, we put them down like this. Put this a little bit aside. Put them down like this. You just want to go down like that. You see that? It's the same motion, but a little bit slower, because you don't want to cut yourself, of course. So again, we're going to put the beginning of our knife in it, and then we're just going to go down. Okay? And keep your fingers straight and not flat like this. Keep them like this, so you don't um, cut yourself. It can always happen that you cut yourself, right? Even the best of us sometimes get too excited and they start cutting themselves. What I noticed though is a lot of chefs, they cut themselves not on their knives but on other stuff, like paper cuts, all those little things have nothing to do with a knife, but they cut themselves. So we are almost done with the carrots as well. So we only need the chilies and the garlic, and then we're good for the preparation. Then the vegetables. Then we need to remove the heads. You can keep them if you like them. I personally don't eat them, but you can make a nice soup with them as well if you want. So with the chili, the spiciest part is the pits, so the seeds on the chili. So just remove the top of it, and I'm just going to cut it in two, right, like that. I'm going to leave it like this because actually we're not going to leave that in the whole dish. We're going to remove that if it's spicy enough for us. So we're going to continue with the garlic. The garlic, just twist it, and then peel it off. It comes right off like that. Okay. One more. Twist it and peel it off. There you go. So your garlic is done. I'm just gonna check one thing here. Because it's quite funny that I set up view from above, but I cannot use it. So let's see what is the cause, right? Okay. I can see. It doesn't work. No worries, no worries. But I just wanted to check. Maybe I could solve that problem. Okay. So we cut up all the things here. I'm just gonna clean this a little bit before we continue. So we have our vegetables. Our rice is done already. Clean this up a bit. There we go. The garlics, I'm going to cut them as well. So that's quite easy. Just put them flat down. Don't have to remove the bottom. We're going to do the same motion as we did with the paprika. So just down. Keep your fingers flat down. Don't make them like this. Keep them straight. Don't don't flatten them. You just want to rock a rock motion. Okay, and when you're in the end, just turn it to their flat and do the same again. Don't cut the end. There you go. Then you just do the same with the other one as well. Take your time. You don't need to rush it. No. Okay, put this aside. And then we're gonna start doing our shrimps. Okay, for the shrimps, I'm gonna take a separate bowl for you guys. See if I have a bowl over here. I'm just gonna remove the heads. So the heads are quite easy to remove from the shrimp. So what you wanna do is you take this and you just twist it off like that, and you can get right off, right? So you can choose if you want to remove the shell or not. Yeah, the shell always gives more flavor to the whole dish. But if you don't want to remove the shell, take off the legs if you want. They're not the most delicious. You can take a scissor for that and just cut them off. Actually, go to do that. Just take a scissor, kitchen scissors, yeah, and then just cut off those little feet. You will not eat them anyway, so and just cut them off. There you go. The other side. Okay. If you find shrimps a little bit intimidating, don't worry about it. They don't bite anymore. They're not alive. I mean, at least these ones, they're not alive. So what I want to do is just cut them here in the middle as well. There you go. So the flavors of the sauce can penetrate later. Okay, let's do it again. So we remove the head. So if you like the head, just keep it in. And sometimes you can even remove the bowel from the thing. If you pull it out correctly, just slowly pull it out. There you go. So we don't have to remove that anymore after. So again, just want to cut off the feet. Just straight down like that. And you can see it's already coming off. And then the other side as well. There you go. All the feet are gone, and you have a nice opening here where the sauce can come in. So we're going to do that with all of them. The best way I would like to, what I do is I remove all the heads first. That's what I'm going to do. And then after I'm going to remove the feet. So again, you can use the head for a nice soup, stock. You can put it in your dish if you like the taste of it. By the way, for the shrimps, I go to my local Chinatown, Chinese market. They always have frozen shrimps. They're maybe not the best and not the freshest, of course, but for the price, it's quite good. Quite good. And they're quite big. I think I spent 20 euros for 1.5 kilos. And the fresh ones are 40 euros here in Belgium. So quite good. Okay, that's gone. So I'm going to move this here. I can put the feet as well. Okay, let's do that as well. I will just increase just a little bit for you guys, so you guys can see it better. I think that's better, right? Maybe a little bit more. There you guys go. Okay, so let's continue. So again, you have the feet over here. Put your scissors in there. It's like an opening. You can put it in and just cut off everything, and then they can come right loose. And then you want to do the other side as well. So it's up to you, right? If you want to take off the skin totally, that's a much easier way, of course. But then of course you lose some flavor. I'm going to remove the bone here. What helps is to keep the shrimp straight, so it comes right off. Again, put that in there. Just cut off. There you go. The other side as well. Now what you can buy also is them without the heads directly, without the bowel inside of them. You can buy it like that. Of course it's going to be a little bit more expensive. So again, keep them straight and then you can pull them out. Pretty good. That's the only nice thing about having the head with it. The bowels tend to be easier to find and easier to remove. Cut them again. There you go. Other side. It's always a fun project, right? To try out things that you never saw. go. Just gonna cut this up. And remove that. Look at that flesh. Beautiful. Then again, we're going to look for the bowl. You can see it there. And just pull it out straight. Slowly, so we can get everything. There you go. We have a few more. Then you can eat more to go. And to do a little bit more faster. So just take your time with this, right? You don't have to rush it. As you can see, most of the time that I cook, it takes me 1 hour. But also it's because I'm explaining at the same time. Okay, pick up the bowl again. Keep it straight. Look for it. And pull it out. There you go. Okay. The nice thing about not cutting them open is so that they still look like one piece. But if you cut them open, the flavor will go more inside of it, of course. Let's see. Okay. There you go again. Again, look for it. And then slowly pull them out. Keep it straight. There you go. We're gonna do 4 more. And then we have them all. There you go. So in a few months, I'm going to upgrade a few things here. We're going to have a new camera, so that will help with a lot of things. And let me know in the comments if what I've been doing is helping you out, if you tried already cooking a few things. And of course, if you like my content, feel free to like and subscribe so I can see that you guys like the stuff that I'm posting. Okay, we have 2 more. Again, keep it straight and pull it out. Some people will find this a little bit gross, and that is totally normal. And if you do, just buy them without everything, right? No skin, no bowl, nothing. You can buy them. They're a little more expensive, but you can find them like that as well. Okay. Slowly. 1 more to go, and then we're done with the shrimps as well. And then we can start prepping everything. I don't know, we've been cooking for 20, 25, 29 minutes, something like that. There we go. Also, let me know if you're a musician or something, if I can use your songs or music inside our cooking show. That will be always helpful. And I can also always shout you out. There you go. That's done. We're going to remove this. Oh, it's still live. It's running away. I'll just put it here for now. Okay. So this, don't need that. Don't need this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut them in half though, because I want the sauce to go inside. So I'm going to just cut them a little bit inside here. Not all the way through, but just so that you can see a little opening. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to cut them all like that. There we go. You don't have to do this, but I like when the sauce goes in my shrimps, and they will cook a little bit more faster as well. And normally you would do that to take off the bowel if you cannot find them. You will cut them in the middle and then take it out. That goes very nice. Okay, so shrimps, they don't need to cook that long actually. So that's nice. Okay. Two more. One more. There we go. Okay, shrimps are good. Going to put them on this plate. The chili. Watch out that the chili doesn't touch it too much, because it will get spicy. So we're going to remove this. I don't need this anymore. Okay. Remove this. I'm gonna clean this up. So, my viewers, let's start cooking this. We have all the preparations done now. Now we need a pan. Let's see. We can put that right in the middle. Nope. You guys can see everything. Perfect. So, my pan. I'm going to just go up a little bit here. Okay. So, let's see what we can do, right? Just going to zoom in a little bit for you guys more. If I can manage this. There you go. Okay. And this a little bit more farther. That does justice. Yeah. That will work. Right? On the side. Okay, let's start. So what we want to do is we take some oil. Okay, take some oil. We're not going to put the butter yet. Put some oil. We'll turn this on. Okay. So what we want to season the shrimps in it. When it's in, so prepare your salt already, salt and a little bit of pepper, okay, salt and pepper. You can already open your package of butter. We're going to need them in a bit. And I'm actually going to fry my shrimps in it together with the garlic and the chili. You will see in a bit. Okay, it's getting nice and warm. Let's take a knife. Let's get some butter already cut. You don't need that much of butter. I would say like this, like a centimeter of butter, or maybe that's 40 grams. 40 grams. Okay, that seems getting warm. I'm going to toss in my shrimps already. Okay, that seems good. Going to add my salt. There you go. Gonna add some pepper. Yeah. Then I'm gonna take my tongs. I'm just going to let them fry on one side first. A little bit. I'm gonna add my chili into it, and my garlic as well. Just want to scramble them up a little bit. See that? So the color changes from the shrimps. They get a nice orange color. You can see, the smell is so amazing. Okay, now we're going to add the butter now. Okay, so we're going to do that. Add the butter. So you only need one, but because I have for 4 people, I'm going to put 2 times the butter. Okay, you can see it's amazing smelling now, and the shrimps are getting cooked and a nice color. Okay. So now what you want to do, while this butter is on here, you want to add all your veggies already. Pretty fast, this dish. So add your veggies. Mix them up, everything. And you do this all on high heat, right? With that. Okay. Don't forget to take off your chili after, alright? Don't need that much of chili. Okay. Now what you need is some sugar. So you're going to add some sugar to this dish. I would say 1 tablespoon will be enough. Yeah? So 1 tablespoon, and you're going to salt it again. So the vegetables have some salt. Okay? Stir it up. Everything. You can see the juices are coming loose from the paprika. Okay. The butter is coating everything. Okay, now you're going to leave it for a little bit, so all the flavors can go together. And then later, we're going to top them off with this sauce that I told you about in the beginning. This is not a sponsorship. I wish it was. But this sauce will do the rest of the magic. Okay? I'm going to remove my chilies already, so look for them. And try to find the pits as well. So you can see this is a chili. I'm going to remove it. And there should be one more. There you go. I'm going to remove it as well. Because the sauce is quite spicy, you're going to remove it already. Okay, there we go. Look at that. It's coming all along. The shrimps are going to be cooked to perfection. And because of the butter, it will keep soft and moist. Okay. So, you're almost done here. Just going to move everything about. And now what you want to do is try everything. Okay? So we're going to try some paprika. They're quite salty, that's good. And sweet. Tastes amazing. Okay. Now, you want to add your persil, either fresh or whatever you can find. I would say a teaspoon will be enough. Okay. Need to mix everything up. Okay. Now, the last ingredient. We're going to put, let's see, 1 spoon, 2 spoon, 3 spoon, 4 spoons. So 2 spoons for 2 people. Yeah, that's done. And we're going to just mix it up. You can turn off our heat. Wow, that smells so good. So good. Look at that. Wow. That smells amazing. Okay. that seems about done. And the sauce is right over here. So it's a buttery, sweet chili sauce. Okay? So I will remove all those things. We don't need them anymore. And I will let you guys look at the amazing food. I hope it does it justice, but you can see. Yeah. So if you want the sauce a little bit thicker than this, you can add some cornstarch with water, right? If you're going to eat this with rice, it's always good with the cornstarch. You can also make some noodles with this, but it's amazing like it is already. I like it a little bit liquid still, right? See that? Pretty good. Okay, so let's turn off my webcam. There you go. Nice towel over there. I'm going to remove this for you guys. And then we're going to make a nice plate. I'm going to try out how it tastes. Okay? So I'm just going to get you back in frame. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. So I hope you guys can see everything now. Should be good. There you go. Okay. So we made our amazing dish over here. Looks amazing. I'm going to remove my beautiful towel and take a nice plate. And we're going to take some rice. Let's see. Get some rice. You can see some nice steamed rice. If you don't have a rice cooker, it's very easy to make rice. Just check on YouTube. There's so many different guides on how to make rice in a pot or pan. So many different. But if you have a rice cooker, that's always the best. Okay. Let's see, huh? Wow, this looks so good. Smells amazing as well. Okay, so what you want to take a spoon, and then you just want to take a little bit of that shrimp. Let's take 2 shrimps, and a lot of those vegetables, and a little bit of that sauce on top. Just want to sprinkle that sauce. Wow, that looks amazing. And that's a sweet chili shrimp dish. Now you can make this in different ways, and you can eat that with not only shrimps but fish as well. Look at that steam. It's amazing. I'm just going to take a nice picture as a thumbnail for later as well, and then you guys can see how it looks like. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, where I post daily, almost daily, videos and pictures about what we're gonna do, and I ask you questions, what we're gonna cook next. So feel free to always follow me there. If you like this content, and if you want to see more, please subscribe and follow for more. Okay, let's get into it. Let's try some of this. I mean, that looks fantastic. I'm sorry for taking so many pictures, but I'm getting hungry over here. Okay, let's try it out. So let's remove some of that skin. Oh la la. Look at that. Comes right off. Look at that shrimp. So juicy. Wow. With a little bit of rice. Oh. Mmm. That's sweet, salty. Wow. Really good. And you can taste a little bit of that spiciness for sure. Some rice with paprika. Oh, amazing. So if you like shrimps and sweet and spicy, this is a perfect dish for you. Um, I would say I'm going to finish this right away, so I'm not going to disturb you for long anymore. I want to say I can thank you for watching, and I see you next time. And if you like my content, feel free to subscribe and like down below. Okay? Thank you everybody. I see you next week, Monday. Bye bye.